All right, well, just as promised, we've got another test demo ride today, and this time it's on a bike that I've been wanting to ride for a really long time, the Aprilia Tuareg 660. So let's give it a whirl. One of the things that surprised me right off the bat was I can almost flat foot this, which is surprising. I thought it was going to be way too tall, and this is the factory seat. It is not the low seat. It's a nice firm seat too. I like it. All right, we're going to go this way. It's got some meat to it, and I'm in the quote-unquote tame mode. So all right, let's get our mirrors set up. We're definitely going to take this up on the highway. Oh, it is a nice sounding bike. The throttle, sadly, also like all the other bikes, it's very twitchy, very quick to respond. I think that's just kind of the way it is with fuel injection. Maybe I'm just being a little too nitpicky, but it feels very narrow, much more narrow than I was expecting, especially after sitting on that massive CFMoto yesterday. So I'm pleasantly surprised with the size of this bike. I thought it was going to feel just gargantuan, and it feels really nice. Oh my goodness, this has got some beans. Jeez. Unreal. I'm very thrilled to be on this bike. And I know there's the rally version that they also had, and I'm just not interested in the rally version. I'm interested in this base model, which does not come with a quick shifter. Some of the features are not on it that the rally comes with. Obviously the high fender, the better tires, but the better skid plates, things like that. But I think this would be the model that I would target for many reasons. One of them being a price, of course. Speaking of price, this is a 13,000 MSRP or 12.5 or somewhere around there, which means out the door you're talking at least 15,000, probably 14, 15,000. My legs have plenty of room, no cramped feeling whatsoever. This is super comfortable. The stock seat is nice and firm. Man, this bike just looks awesome. It really does. It's a cool looking bike, and it feels great. Man, it really doesn't feel any bigger than my Ibex at all. I'm just shocked at how small this feels. I really thought this was going to feel like a monstrosity, given what I'm used to riding, and it really doesn't. It just feels like a middle-sized adventure bike, and yet it still has a 5-gallon tank, or 4.7 or something. So it's a bigger tank than my Ibex by about half a gallon. I really like the clutch pull. It's nice and firm and responsive. Great feel, exactly how I like it. Placement of my arms, great. Nice, a little bit of bend. I don't feel cramped, I don't feel awkward. Standing up is just perfect, exactly what I would want. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, plenty of power. Power is not an issue, that is for dang sure. Already the wind is pretty bad, so the windscreen is not great for highway. I'm just going to put that out there right now. So I'm rolling 70 right now, and the bike is at 5,300 RPM. Let's see, my bike runs 75 miles per hour at 7,000 RPM. So here I'm at 5,500. So it revs so much lower than my Ibex, which makes sense. And again, I'm in urban mode right now, which is the very like gentle mode. All right, I'm going to see if I can do this. So he said, hold it over and then set it. Oh, there it goes. Cruise control is set. That's pretty cool. Just cruising along here. A lot of rider modes. There's a couple of pre-programmed modes like urban and explore, and then there's an individual mode which allows you to go in and really adjust it to your own liking. So yeah, the wind is hitting me like right right at my eyebrows. So this windscreen is no bueno. And you can actually see it vibrating. It's like buzzing. The other observation that I'm now making that many people talk about on this bike is my right leg is starting to cook. So that whole like catalytic heat dissipation off the right side, that's a real thing. It is 81 degrees right now here in Phoenix, and I can feel that heat just cooking my leg. No complaints about the handlebars and or controls. It's got that same sort of flip switch for the headlights that my Ibex has. Max speed of 105 miles per hour. Okay, that's kind of funny. Oh, I can feel that heat coming off the right side. Yep, that is a thing. That is a thing. But just looking down at the bike, something I really like is how the tank sort of like flattens and goes straight as opposed to like bowing out. I think that gives it a real nice streamlined look. I love it. Makes it feel a lot smaller than it is. So this has all sorts of crazy refinements and like tuning options for traction control and anti-lock brakes. You can not only turn those things on and off, but you can turn on what level. Like if you want level 1 of traction control or level 3 of traction control, like you can tell it how responsive or aggressive you want those settings. You also have, I think this comes with the Scorpion tires, which, you know, they're decent, 50-50-ish tires. So for the kind of stuff I do, they would be just fine. Let's see, it's got some USB ports. I mean, I could spend a whole video talking about the TFT and all the options, but the short of it is there's lots of rider modes with all sorts of just tuning options. Like you can really dial in the settings that you want and just go nuts. It's got the cruise control, it's got all LED lights. So something I would like to do here is I want to change it into individual mode. There we go. So this is supposedly a little more aggressive, and it also disabled the rear ABS. Okay, so now when I let off the throttle, there is a noticeable deceleration. Pretty quickly too. It's like it cuts the fuel off. I think that urban mode smooths things out a little bit. I really like the standing position. I'm like just hunched over, just the right amount. I wouldn't need bar risers. This is just perfect. Let's see, coolant is very accessible right there. The air filter is also very accessible. It's just right under this plate. I saw a video about it, so that's not an issue. I saw an oil change video. It seems like it's pretty simple to do the oil. All in all, basic maintenance seems like it wouldn't be a problem. The only two complaints that I have, if you even want to call them complaints, more like observations, is the windscreen is not great for highway, and the heat coming off the engine. It likes to sputter and backfire. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. I do like that when motorcycles do that. Shifts smoothly. This is not a quick shifter. This is standard shifter. I don't notice any sticking in the shifting. It went into neutral without any issues, so that's not a problem. I think that guy thought I was trying to race him when I was really just trying to get in front of the other car so I could merge. That's really funny. Boy, she is a beautiful bike though, huh? All right, well, we're back from another test ride, and there's a lot to unpack here. I went down to this test ride ridiculously excited. I watched all the videos online about this bike, and in every single review you see of this bike, the Tuareg, everybody comes to the same conclusion, that it is the best middleweight adventure bike, hands down. Whatever spreadsheet of metrics that you want to use to sort of tally up a score for this bike, in everyone's assessment, it always seems to come out on top. And not only that, but everybody says it's just really damn fun. And so I'll tell you, I was driving down to Phoenix this morning with the
biggest smile on my face because I just had a feeling. I had a feeling that I was going to sit on this bike and it was just going to be magic. And I was going to immediately get those goosebumps and I was going to feel that connection. They wheeled the bike out and it was really sexy. I looked at it and I walked around it and everything about the look of the bike was just primo, and I started to get the goosebumps a little bit, and I was like, oh man, this bike looks so much better in person than I imagined, especially the green. So I loved the look of it. Everything about the look was just right in line with what I was expecting. And then I sat on the bike and I felt its weight, and I was like nodding my head going, oh man, I could feel it coming. I could feel it stirring. And so I sat on it. I made some observations. I said, okay, it's a little tall, can't quite flat foot, but the weight feels good. I like the size of it. It feels like something I could very easily manage. The seat was comfortable. Everything looked good. The technician walked me through all the rider modes and kind of showed me everything on the bike. And then they said, okay, go take your test ride and go for a ride. They said, go, if you want to go ride 50 miles, go ride 50 miles. And I was like, whoa, okay, I'm going to take this thing. I'm going to take it out. And so I putted it through the parking lot and I was just being very gentle with it, kind of putted it down through a few traffic lights. And then I got up on the highway and I finally got to open it up a little bit and I'm riding down the highway and it sounds great, good response. Every metric that matters to me with respect to a mid-weight adventure bike that can really do it all, every metric, this bike tops it out. This should be my dream motorcycle in every way. I mean, the little things that I talked about in the video, like the windscreen, I can get a bigger windscreen. The heat coming off the catalytic converter, the kind of down low heat, yeah, it's a little bit of an annoyance, but it's such a minor thing in the grand scheme of things. The motorcycle itself, nearly flawless. However, I rode that bike today for 40 miles and I didn't feel it. I was so excited that this was going to be the one. And I wanted to come to this conclusion of just 5 minutes into the ride being like, this is it. This is the one. This is the same feeling I had on the Himalayan the first time I rode it. I know it. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care how much it costs. This will be my next adventure bike. I know it, and I know it down to my bones. And I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I don't know. Maybe just now that I've been riding for 6 years, they're all just machines to me now. They're all just clinical machines that serve a purpose. My interaction between me and machine is very transactional. I need to go here. You can get me there. Get me there. Now, obviously, I don't have any plans to go out tomorrow and buy a new motorcycle, but I've been on this kick lately of just test riding new bikes and thinking about down the line what my next step might be. I've made a list of other bikes that I'd like to try, and we'll just keep playing. We'll keep testing. We'll keep seeing what's out there and test the waters a little bit. Really get out there, maybe spread out a little further than my initial instinct might be, because you never know. You never know what you might find if you just get out and explore a little bit. So I think that wraps up my story for today. And I imagine that many of you out there are scratching your head going, how can you not like the Tuareg? It is a perfect machine. And I agree. It really is a perfect machine. Everything about it checks every single box. I mean, it is just fantastic. But I didn't feel it. It didn't make the connection with me. It just felt like a transaction. It felt like I was on someone else's motorcycle. It did not feel like I was on mine. All right, well, that's it for now. Thank you, everybody, for listening to me drone on here. Hope it was useful. But if you're interested in a middleweight adventure bike, the Tuareg is fantastic. I highly recommend you test ride one. It is a wonderful machine. It really would be a very close to a unicorn bike for most of you out there. It just isn't the bike that calls to me. So we'll keep trying, we'll keep exploring, we'll keep looking for that one bike. I'm confident it's out there somewhere. So, all right, see you guys. Take care. See you in the next video. Bye.